Hello, Blues fans, and welcome to this match preview where this time around we are previewing Saturday's clash against Rotherham United at St Andrews. And this is coming off the back of a 1-0 victory against Huddersfield Town, courtesy of a fantastic strike from Keshi Anderson. Definitely one of the goal of the season contenders, if not the goal of the season. And Keshi Anderson said in his interview after the game that it's up there with his top three goals of his career so far. And I'm surprised it's not number one because it was an absolutely fantastic strike which sent the away fans crazy, didn't it? And this is a real important win in our season because Huddersfield are part of that chasing pack alongside Wrexham. Huddersfield looking to try and catch us, but a win took us further away from Huddersfield and closer to promotion. So a fantastic win to see, and it was brilliant to see Chris Davis speak after the game about the togetherness of the team and everyone really fighting for each other. And you'd certainly get that impression with the run that we're on at the moment, the fact that we're 16 games unbeaten in all competitions and unbeaten at home as well. And we're looking to protect that unbeaten league record when Rotherham United come to town. And to get more information on Rotherham, we spoke to Matt from New York Talk to get the lowdown on their season so far, predictions for the Birmingham game, and where they may fare later on in the season in terms of maybe getting into the playoffs or not.
It seems so far has been not great, underwhelming is the way to see it. Most of the half of the season, most of the season's been in the bottom half of the table. At one point, we were within 4 points of relegation. So it's been poor. It's been very, very poor. We're hoping to pick up. We have picked up since the turn of the year. I think 4 or 5 wins since the turn of the year. We're 7 points off the playoffs, which is not a million miles away, but we've still got quite a lot of work to do. So we're hoping we can get it at least back in the fight for the playoffs. We've got, other than you guys, we've got a pretty decent February, so hopefully we can pick up some points and just close the gap a little bit. Just if we get within touching distance, that'd be nice. Steve Evans promised by the end of January we'll be in touching distance, and I don't think we're quite there yet. 7 points. The formation we're going to set up is I say it's a 4-1-3-2. It's been referred to as a 4-4-2 diamond, but it's 4-1-3-2. 4 at the back, 1 sitting midfielder who's Cam Humphreys, and then 3 players kind of in front of those. It's a very narrow 3. We don't play with too much width in those areas, so that is an area that can be exploited. And then we'll play 2 up top, which will probably be Sam Nombe and Malik Wilkes, assuming they don't get injured or sold between now and Saturday. They will go up. So there's a lot of pace up top, a lot of energy. So I think that's what we'll try and do: pace and energy up top to cause as much problem as we can from that perspective. Work the channels if the ball goes long, and put a bit of pressure on your defenders if they do try and play out. I hope and expect that to be the plan. After the last time, I just hope we put a bit of pressure on it. Well, hope to make it difficult. We didn't make it difficult in the reverse fixture, so hope we make things a little bit more difficult than first time around. But yeah, players to watch at the minute will be Malik Wilkes. Malik Wilkes has been on it so far since the turn of the year. It dropped off. He's one of those players that can float in and out of games and float in and out of performances, but since the turn of the year, he's been very, very good. He is a winger, but he's playing up front. He uses his body really well. He's very, very strong, but he's quick. He's got great feet. He's one of those players that will shoot at one point shoot from 25 yards and put it in stand, but then 5 minutes later I'll take on 3 players and just slot it calmly into the bottom corner. He's a very odd player that you never know exactly what you're going to get, except it's not going to be boring. And if he's on it, he can cause literally any team in this league problems. He's not a perfect player, but he can cause anybody problems. Birmingham from the outside, we saw from the inside when we played you guys in September, or whenever it was, that it's a very, very good team. We did lay down and just kind of let our bellies be tickled, having said that. But it's just, when a team has so much possession, it's impossible to stop. Well, not impossible, but it's very, very difficult to stop. The 8 points clear, 2 games in hand of third, which is the most important part. Obviously, when we win league, we'll get promotion sealed up first. That'll be done, March, April time probably, if things keep going. And then obviously guys can look into bigger and better things for next season. But it's impressive how you often see a lot of teams come down, look at Sunderland, Ipswich, for example, come around and just think they're going to walk league and kind of plan for the championship already. I think the recruitment's been excellent. You've got players who fit into how League One needs to be played, and a lot of teams haven't done that. So it seems really sensible recruitment so far. So yeah, it'll be. We'll hopefully join the championship next year, but I won't put money on us being there with you. Score prediction of the game: I've gone 2-0 to Birmingham, but it will be a very, very comfortable 2-0. Similar to what happened at our place, although I think we'll hopefully put a bit more of a fight, but I think it'll just kind of suffocate, especially at home as well. It would take almost perfect performance from us and you would need to be off your game for that to happen. So it's very unlikely. but at the same time, we will hope for the best. Cheers.
So that was Matt there speaking about Rotherham's season so far. And it's interesting to hear from his perspective how the season's gone, because from the outside, it definitely looked like they started slowly. And I mean, because of the way that they ended last season with so many losses in the Championship, to kind of go into a new league and also lose games, it must be a real tough one to take. But recently, they've had a bit of a resurgence under Steve Evans, only one loss in their last 8 games. And I remember Steve Evans earlier on in the season calling us Real Birmingham as he prepared to face us, and we won 2-0 that day with Tomoki Iwata and Jay Stansford getting the goals, and certainly the assist of the season coming from Willem Willemsen. So if we can replicate a performance like that at home, then I'm sure we're going to get all 3 points. And I'm going to go along with Matt's prediction with a 2-0 victory for Birmingham. A bit of a routine one at home, really, because you see that the home games that we play, we really limit the other team's chances to goal. And Ryan also certainly doesn't really have to do a lot, does he? And I remember the Exeter game where the Birmingham media team posted that meme, didn't they, of Ryan Alsop's highlights from the game, and it was only 10 seconds long. And I suppose it may sound like I'm getting a bit carried away, but why not with the way that we're playing at the moment? Because we're doing so well on all fronts, and really looking forward to this game, and hopefully, from my perspective, not getting too carried away with things. But I'm hopeful that we're going to get the 3 points and carry on this run, and hopefully get back into the Championship for next season. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe, and leave your team predictions in the comment section down below, because I know from Chris Davis's press conference that Tomoki Iwata's out, but it's not as bad as feared, the injury, so that's good to see. And Willemsen is going to be back from a week to 10 days, and Paik and Hansen are absentees, I think, for around a month, so still going to wait for some time for them to come back in. But it could be that Alfie May goes back into the starting 11, and it could be even a first league start for Kieran Dowell as well, which would be great to see. So leave your score predictions and also your team predictions in the comment section down below. Like, share, comment and subscribe, and most importantly, keep right on.